Okay, Auburn, you're in the market for a new head coach? That's great. But before you do any interviews, I wanted to do a little role play to see if we can fix some of the issues you had in your last hiring process.
Okay, got it.
All right, I'm going to present you with 2 scenarios. I want you to imagine that this coach is leading a current G5 program with no ties to the Southeast or the conference in general.
How does 4 years, 50 million sound?
Okay, I think you learned your lesson about hiring someone without SEC connections. Those are important.
Yep, no, you're right. Old habits. Old habits.
We tell this coach that he is not
Out of the running?
a viable candidate.
Right.
Okay, so this coach is a current head coach at a fellow Power 5 school, proven winning track record at every level he's been at. He's looking to jump to a school with more resources. What do you do?
Well, usually this is the part of the process where Jimmy Sexton calls us and tells us that the buyout may look like it's one-sided for his client, but it's actually really super good for us too.
You too, huh?
But this time,
I tell the candidate that we're about to open a new football-only facility. We have the best, most dedicated, passionate fans in the country. And you get to play the 2 hardest teams in America every year because they also happen to be our most hated rivals. And we also stopped recruiting offensive linemen 3 years ago.
okay, so we don't want to show all of our cards in these interviews, remember? We want to keep it positive.
Okay, so it's like saying Vanderbilt is an up-and-coming SEC power, and there's no shame in being behind them in the recruiting rankings.
Let's just move on to finally making the hire. You've got a good, qualified candidate. He's looking forward to the challenge, and Auburn fans are really excited about him. What do you do?
Ask Yellow Fella if it's okay.
After that.
Okay. I think we sit him down on day 1. We just be honest with him. We botched our last coaching hire, and I think we acknowledge the failure in leadership on our part that led to that. And if he pushes back on that, that's when I pull out the old internal review with flimsy charges so we can fire with cause and get back out there and find our guy.
Why?
Because Auburn.
This episode was brought to you by Renaissance Bank, understanding you.